Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about a really strong connection, a really loyal connection that has a little bit of distance and maybe needs a little bit of a conversation, a little heart to heart, especially since the actual image on here has a heart on top of a heart. I think we need to have a conversation, but the underlying energy is of loyalty. This person doesn't see anybody that compares to you, so you're on a different level. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of enchanting. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's dive in with the Earth and Bone Oracle and see what else we have. We have number 8, Blood Moon, and the words underneath that are illusion, uncertainty, confusion, secrets, egotism, and narcissism. And we have number 15, initiate, beginnings, freedom, adventure, and first step. So it feels to me like we have a situation where when we have honest, direct, heartfelt discussion, something comes out. So it feels like maybe there's a change that needs to happen. Maybe talking about whether or not you should live together, talking about whether or not you should be exclusive, talking about whether or not the distance is a problem if you're actually living like a couple hours away or whatever it is. I feel like there's something here that could be resolved, but needs to have a little bit of a chat in order to, really deal with it. We have number 1, the Rider. And I always like to clarify that is Rider. And then we have the Book, which is a symbol of secrets, insight, knowledge that others might not have access to. And the Rider does imply that we have an in-person visit, somebody that is communicating and doing so in person. So again, we have something that is secret. We had the secret come out with the Blood Moon that needs to be shared with somebody else. All right, let's dive in a little bit more and use the tarot. This is the OG, the Rider-Waite. We have the 8 of Cups and the Magician in the reverse. This is interesting because I feel like there is somebody who feels like they have their hands tied in a certain way. Maybe there are financial constraints. Maybe there's a work contract. Maybe there's a responsibility for a family. But I do feel like there's something here that makes one of these individuals feel like I can't change my circumstances or my living situation because of a pretty major reason, right? I cannot make the choice where I go. Ace of Swords and the 3 of Swords, both in the reverse. I don't know. This is a little uncomfortable. I think somebody is lying to themselves about what situation they have to be in. This feels to me like feeling indebted to or feeling like you can't quite cut the ties with someone from your past. So this could be somebody who feels like they can't move because they have kids that live, on the other side of town, something like that, where there's a connection they can't really sever that has some control over their life. But I feel like they're being a little bit too compliant, which isn't to say that I want people to forget about their children. Of course not. But this looks to me like somebody kind of letting another individual have a little too much control over their life. So this could be someone in their family, somebody that they have a family with, a best friend, but they're nervous to make a change that would benefit them because they know it would be not respected by somebody else. And what they don't realize is if you don't make that change, it's going to change anyways. Hello there, Marie. How are you doing? Or is it Mahi? Sorry. Mahi the Great. I hope I said that right. Sorry. The Tower in the reverse can often symbolize a situation happening even as you have tried to prevent it or postpone it. Um, Especially because we have the Eight of Wands. This is fast moving action. There's a change here that somebody was resistant to, somebody was not feeling up for how much energy it would require or how many paper filings they'd have to do. I don't know. There's going to be somebody or something. It might be completely innocuous. I remember feeling emboldened to end a relationship because I saw a newspaper saying that Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake ended their relationship. And I was like, oh, well, they were together for a long time. I think it was like 4 years or something. Like, I don't really have to stay in this relationship. Something stupid, right? That was completely unrelated to me. Didn't have any bearing on my relationship. Why I would use that as inspiration is kind of weird. But there's something here that happens, something's said in like a social context, and you're just like, yeah, you know what? I can make this change. I know what I can do. I know how to limit someone's access to me or their influence over my decisions because it's not fair. And for some of you, you outright know that this is an attempt to prevent you from moving on with another romantic relationship. For others of you, you know that somebody is putting you at a disadvantage purely because they like to be mean to you. Whoever this is that has influenced a life, they're not doing it for the right reasons, right? Hello there, Rick. How are you doing? Hello, Chenlo. Okay, if that's a scam, I will totally block you. Just a fair warning. All right. Tell us more about this Tower in reverse. Some kind of circumstance that changes because it's enough. You've dealt with this enough. You don't need to be stuck in this anymore. And yet another reference to the moon or a secret. So there's something here that comes out that changes the landscape. So for example, we could have the person who was trying to hold you back from another relationship being exposed for being in their own relationship, making other people realize that whatever they were saying about you was pretty unfair or unjustifiable. Hello there, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? So, yeah, there's information that comes to light that makes things easier for you because somebody cannot frame it in a way that makes you look bad. It really just makes them look bad. All right, let's get a few cards from the Kipper. I don't know why I flipped that around. We're going to leave that in the reverse. We have Message of Concern, number 14 in the reverse. We have Bad Health in the reverse, number 31. And number 6, Mature Woman. I mean, this feels like validation that you still have a life to live. So for some of you, this is like, hey, I'm coming out of a really long-term relationship and I didn't really feel like I was going to be going back to the dating scene, or I didn't really feel like I would have like a part of my life that was just about me or doing something that makes me happy. But now I think I can actually focus on what I want instead of what somebody else tells me I should actually be doing. Hello there, Peggy. How are you doing? So it's like a realization that you can still do something to be happy, change something, or make a decision because it feels right to you. So you might have been used to somebody else kind of calling the shots or telling you that's a bad idea, that kind of thing. Hello there, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? We have the King of Cups in the reverse. Two of Pentacles in the reverse and Judgment. So this King of Cups in the reverse, this is like somebody who doesn't really know how to handle or process their emotions. You can tell when somebody is a little bit more mature because they look for the motivations behind someone's behavior instead of just talking about the actual behavior itself, right? A little bit more than surface deep. I feel like this is the kind of person that doesn't really understand that kind of complexity in terms of emotions. They're just familiar with that person's angry, that person's happy, that person is jealous, that kind of thing. And as a result, they didn't really know how to connect with another person. They didn't really know how to be like considerate of another person's feelings. And so we have this situation where somebody realizes, like, you don't really seem to like care about me. And I would really like to be with somebody that cares about me. So I think I'm going to go elsewhere. I think it's just a realization that somebody is a little bit different in terms of their emotions, or that if they did at one time exhibit love and caring for you, they aren't anymore. That kind of thing. Six of Wands in the reverse. Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I think we have somebody that feels like things are kind of closing in on them, and they thought that they had a pretty nice setup where they were able to kind of like control somebody else. But now there is an opportunity for this person that was kind of under their thumb to move away from this person, to have some semblance of independence or a new life. And this is pissing off the person that felt like they were in control, the person that felt like they could always call you up to come over and, fix their water issue, whatever it is. There's like an entitlement here that seems to be finally ending because somebody else enters the picture. There is a love connection here. And I feel like somebody like put it off or didn't feel like they were worthy of it, didn't feel like they could actually make it a reality. But now we have somebody that has like a sense of urgency, a sense that I think we would build like an empire together. We have similar perspectives or similar skills. We could do something and it's like seeing that somebody has good intentions as far as loyalty or partnership. And it's in direct contrast to how they felt with this other person. Like, I could rely on you. I could feel safe around you. Ten of Pentacles, Strength. Oops. Magician in the reverse. Yeah, see, here's the problem. This person thought, the Magician in the reverse, thought that they could prevent you from fully moving on or fully cutting the cord with them. And they did it for money. They did it for whatever stability or support they felt like you could provide, even if it was just as simple as I can call you when I'm having a bad day and you'll tell me that things will get better, or you'll send me, $100, whatever it is. This person's realizing that you have found the strength to pursue something different, to pursue something new, and let go of the past, which has been kind of unforgiving. All right, this is the Pulp Tarot. Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Moon. I'm telling you, someone has put in work to keep a secret. And then I think when it comes out, it really does put this Magician in the reverse in a difficult position. Because it's like there's evidence. There's a screenshot, there's a recording, there's a video. I don't know what it is, but it's quite clear that this Magician in the reverse, not a good person, okay? That they went out of their way to do something that was unfair or heartless. This secret is going to come out and it frees somebody. That's why we have the Chariot, right? So once this information comes out, then it's clear that we had a financial motivation here or some sort of manipulation that they were trying to use. For some of you, this Ten of Pentacles is a reference to kids that you have together. Queen of Wands in the reverse, clarifying our Strength card. That's a lot of fire energy here, next to card for Leo. So we could have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. We have somebody that was jealous, pure and simple. They did not want another person entering your life. If I can't have you, no one can kind of vibes. Four of Wands in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse. I want you to look at everyone as not a good option. So this person could have tried to develop reasons for you not to be with somebody, try to make somebody look bad, or try to prevent you from, spending money on other people, other ventures. This is like a pretty controlling individual. They're definitely greedy. They do expect other people to pay their bills or help them out in some way. This would be like somebody who, if you are an artist, they would expect you to do a drawing for them for free, that kind of thing. This person doesn't really have a concept of how things should be equitable or how to consider other people's stake in a situation. They really just think about what's best for them. They don't mind stepping on other people's feet, shoulders, whatever. They will throw other people under the bus if it's best for them. But with the Eight of Swords, they've found that it has put them in a difficult situation. They didn't really do enough to cover their ass in terms of other people identifying them as who they truly are. So they didn't really mask their behaviors or hide their intentions. So they're finding that fewer people want to associate with them or put up with their shit. We have grip in the reverse, triggers, TikTok, verge or about to reveal, confess in the reverse. I'm telling you, this is not what this Magician in the reverse wanted to come out. This secret, whatever it was about them, this was not what they wanted others to see. They would never actually admit to this. It had to come out with some sort of evidence or it wasn't going to be believed, basically. We have somebody who has been freed because of this Magician in the reverse, getting their karma. This has probably been a long time coming. They have been unfair, and so now things are going to balance out. And the way that this gets balanced out is whoever has dealt with this magician in the reverse, now we have you getting a wish. So I feel like that's why we have a good love opportunity here for you is you've put up with some bullshit. And so now the universe wants you to feel all like warm and fuzzy and taken care of, that kind of thing. This is the Egyptian tarot. Hello, Drew. How are you doing? All right, we've got the Five of Wands, the World, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So this arguing or this control, this battle that we have between two people is going to be coming to an end. There is something fortuitous, and it could be travel, because the world can talk about travel. There's something coming to an end, and it makes it so that this magician in the reverse has no access to or doesn't have the ability to influence your life. And there might be some misfortune. We are not in the business of wishing misfortune on others. That is folly. It's a waste of your energy. But for those of you that need to know, we have some bad karma hitting this person because they have been really going after individuals in a way that the universe, they don't really like that, you know? For some of them, they're going to have to watch you be happy with someone else. We have the Page of Chalices, which is the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords. So we do have something happening rather quickly that helps you move forward and let go of the past so that you don't have to drag around any like sadness or, you know, questions regarding why this had to happen the way that it did or why you let yourself hang out with somebody like this. I said hi to Redbeard. Hello, Redbeard. All right, I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope to see you on the next reading. Bye, guys.